Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we're playing Marauders. Marauders was released yesterday, so I thought why not record and show you my, I say first raid, it was more like my third or fourth raid. The first couple didn't go too well. So this is like my first actual proper raid since the issues from yesterday's launch were fixed, as well as just me not being bad at the game. Marauders. What is Marauders? Marauders is like a World War II themed space Tarkov. As you can see, you start out in a spaceship, and you can actually have like space combat, board other people's ships, and breach their ships to try and kill them and take their gear before they jump into the raid building, I guess you can call it, or the raidable building. So these explosions you can hear in the like off to the left and to the right is actually someone else in their ship, potentially with a crew, shooting at another ship, and you'll see shortly where I get into a little bit of a firefight. So yeah, that's like an interesting dynamic. There's like a pre-raid fight, I guess, which is nice. This guy just got away, managed to escape into the raid, so I decided I'll go into the other door, because I don't want to be right on his toes and straight into a gunfight. Once you go into these yellow areas, as you can see, the periscope goes up, you run down to your airlock, and then you can actually jump into the raid building. In this raid, I'm using the MP40. The MP40 does seem like quite a nice balanced gun. I've not used many, but I do plan on making more Marauders content in the future where we'll try out loads of the weapons. So when coming through the airlock, you have like a decompression section. This is more so I think when you actually load into the building. So there's a few obstacles where you can get ready just in case anybody else is camping the airlock. So as the door goes up, you'll see I'm hiding behind the crates, making sure I am on my own and it is safe for me to push out. As you can see, it's perfectly fine. One thing I don't like about when you get into a raid is this, as you can hear now, like this constant buzzing noise. Yeah, this constant buzzing noise, feel like static almost. I don't know if that's meant to be part of the eerie sound, but yeah, I'm not keen on that, so I wish I could remove that somehow. You'll notice I look back at the door and it says Research B above the airlock as well. That's quite important to know where you've landed. Because you can't extract anywhere else apart from that airlock, so you kind of have to go back. And you get around 10 to 15 minutes, I think, before your oxygen supply runs out. The looting's quite nice as well, like everything, you seem to be able to check certain things, like different boxes and stuff. Nothing really stands out, so it's having to run around and check everything you can see. I got super lucky on that box and found a BAR. I don't know how good that is, but you don't start with it in the game, so we'll take it. So I'm just walking around exploring the map. I think this place is called the Terraforming Station, and I believe you kind of rotate through different areas as well, as you don't always have to go on the main station. There's like little ships, as well as AI as well. So that was an AI that I killed there, but you do also have players as well. So there's not a nice little mix again, like scavs and other players. I don't think you can get like player scavs in the game. It is literally just Marauders and survivors. Marauders being the players. So as we're pushing through, again, just exploring, making sure I'm trying to find as much loot as possible. Absolute loot goblin gameplay. And we get into a nice little firefight later on as well. I'll try not to talk over too much of the gameplay as well. Like I try to give a commentary of obviously what I'm doing, but I don't want to ruin the gameplay as well. The sounds, like the sound is quite crucial in this game, much like Tarkov footsteps or everything. So I thought I downed the guy until he shot back. So and at this point I'm, trying to push hard so he can't. So he's kind of stuck behind this this object. I can hear him move in, and again footsteps are very clunky. I thought I got him again. Turns out I didn't. I was very lucky to survive. So bandage up, get a little bit of health back, and then rather than make sure the area is clear, I decide to go full loot goblin mentality again, and somehow struggle to play Jenga and get this ammo box in my storage, in my bag. Sorry, not my storage. So you'll see this guy has a key card. This means they're a captain, which means he's a player. So that was a nice little player kill. That was my first player kill with the Marauders as well. So we definitely snag the key card. I think we're going to keep those little trophies. I'm not too sure what like the little miscellaneous items will do, like the fuel and the straps. There is crafting in the game, and as you level up you can unlock more recipes by spending your skill points that you earn. So I'm sure these materials may come in use later on. So currently in my mind, yeah, I know I'm hurt. I can see the blood. I can hear my heart beating. I know I've got nothing to heal up as well. I only took one bandage in, and I know food can replenish as well. But I didn't have any of that. So I figured, you know, it's time to get out. Time to extract with the juice that we've got. So just looking for a few little miscellaneous items around here, making sure I've not missed anything. And this is how I found out you have to go back to research point B. So as you can see above the door it says research A. Everything's been looted here, but when I try and use the airlock, again error, wrong airlock. So now I know I've got to get back to research B and try and retrace those steps and hopefully not come under fire. I think at this point I was looking there for any other meds to make sure. Hearing the heartbeat constantly is definitely something that makes you conscious of whether or not you want to get into another fight. Overall though, like the game runs perfectly fine for me. I get around 100 FPS, and that's on whatever settings the game is set on by default. So I'm presuming like medium to high graphics. The only issues I've experienced so far was queuing up as a group and the game crashing that was happening yesterday. But I think that's all been resolved. And that could have been down to just the amount of players that were trying to jump on the game from launch. So just making my way back now. You probably recognise this area from when we started. The red lights I think symbolise it's a key area, or at least an extraction. So we initiate the airlock, and with this again it's quite loud, so if anyone's nearby they're probably going to push me as well. Again I'm going to loot goblin. Into loot goblin mode. I think it's the best time to start looting, and it probably wasn't. So jump into the airlock, start the decompression, and now we're safe. We're successfully extracted, at least back to our ship, and this is it, right? That horrible hissing noise goes, I think because there's no atmosphere now, we're technically in space. And yeah, back in the ship. So now we've extracted from the raid building, I now need to extract from space. And this is the unique part that makes it different to Tarkov. You know, that's the extract over there. We've got to get there now. Hopefully people aren't outside waiting. I'm assuming it'll become a strategy when people have bigger ships as well. So my mentality is to try and get low, use those asteroids to block line of sight potentially, and just make my way to the extraction. underneath those mines. Didn't see them till the last minute, so that's nice to know there is space mines. And there we go. We've made it out. Our first successful raid where we got some juice. If you'd like to see more Marauders content, then please do leave a like and subscribe for daily content. Thanks for watching.